Okay, hello everybody. It is Friday, 22nd, and I am gonna drive again instead of just sitting here and talking, just because I kind of felt like doing that after a while. I haven't done that in a bit, so we are just gonna go to the grocery store. I've just been to the garden center to get some, well, initially I was only gonna go and grab some stuff to like kill mice off, because there's tons of mice on my balcony. Apparently I thought there was only a couple, but then I put a couple things down, like a couple traps, and I keep finding new ones every night, so it's like, oh, this is a little bit annoying. Now the balcony isn't that big of a deal, but I do hear them as well inside my walls, and that is a bigger problem because they are probably also chewing on all sorts of wiring and stuff in there, so they need to get out of there. So I need the keys. Wanted to try some of that to get them out of there. That one has a different color door. Other than that, things are fine. We're just gonna grab some quick groceries, and then we'll see. Oh, watch out. Lots of people here. This side is clear. Oh, you guys are going? Okay, great. Okay, awesome. Alright, so there we go. We're on the way. So I went in there to grab just some mouse repellent. And I also found a new insect hotel, which I thought was really fun. So I'm going to try that, because the old ones that I have, they've basically disintegrated. They're still being used by the bees, because those holes tend to be used by the bees to put their young in, or their eggs rather. And I need to go over here. And then the next year you get larvae coming out of there, or at least you get the full grown bees coming out of there, and larvae start growing inside of there. The thing that they don't really seem to keep an eye on when they design these things, sorry, turn this corner. There we go. Is that they usually make them out of a light type of untreated wood. And those things have to sit there for the entire winter. So that also includes autumn and all the bad weather that comes with it. So usually after 1 year, they really look really, really bad. At least the ones that I had, they were kind of like coming apart because of all the moisture. Then, so that's not great. So I have to make sure to at least replace them every once in a while. Make sure they still have a place to lay their eggs, because otherwise it's a bit of a waste of time for them, because they spend a lot of time and resources putting their eggs in there, and the nectar, and then they have to like seal it off with some dirt, which is something they do. It's kind of fun to watch, but of course if they spend all their time doing that for one egg, then they can't do that for another location. So if that location, my insect hotel, falls apart, then they've wasted all their time, because usually bees don't live very long, and they really have to basically make the best of what they got, what they have. Just gonna turn the corner here. And so I want to make sure that their investment is well spent. So I want to make sure they have a good place to put their stuff in. So I also got like a little octagonal, I think that's the word, insect hotel for the bees and other plant insects, I guess, that put their eggs in there. Although I've only seen bees doing that, so not really sure what other insects are supposed to be doing that. People are kind of messing up at the front of the line here at the next traffic stop. So, and aside from that, I got one other thing. I got what they called a cheesy bone, which I hadn't seen yet in like the dog snack section. And it feels like a bone, but it apparently has a cheese flavor or something, so that might be good for the dog to like brush her teeth on. I've tried like regular toothbrushes, of course, and I tried these little hand, like finger toothbrushes. You put like a little bit on your finger and then try to brush your teeth that way. But of course her mouth is really small, and she really doesn't like anything entering her mouth, like in ways of toothpaste or something like that. She really hates that. So that's why I got the drops, which I hope would be good. There's these drops you can put in her mouth. Oh, he just wanted to turn right when he wasn't supposed to. That's supposed to help fight plaques and tartar and stuff like that, and eventually give them clean teeth, but she really, really hates those drops. There's something about the smell that she just absolutely finds revolting, so she immediately runs away when she sees me walk around the flask. So I'm not really able to brush her teeth much. All I can really do is give her treats that she has to chew on, and that's all I have for dental care for her right now. I can't really do anything else. So hopefully this cheese bone will interest her enough to keep chewing on it and clean her teeth that way. That would be very nice. If you're in the WhatsApp group, you probably did see the sad message of Doug passing away from the 50 Ducks channel. Gotta wait for this turn, hang on. Anyway, so I was just saying, yes, Doug passed away. He had this cancer growing in his stomach, and it was getting really, really big. And some days he would be good, and other days would be bad. And he usually had issues like excreting his excrement, basically. And as Matt was saying, it's definitely at the end of the road coming up, but we just didn't know when. And the other day we got a message, I think it was yesterday that we got a message, 21st, that he had actually passed away. So rest in peace to little Duggie, the rotten dog of the Duck Adventure. As a pet owner, you know that you eventually have to let go of your pets because they just won't live as long as you, and it's always really sad even though you can see it coming. Looking for a parking spot real quick. There, we're standing still now, so now it'd probably be easier to talk. So, as I was saying, there you are. As a pet owner, you know that eventually the day is going to come we have to let go of your pet because they get old, and in some cases they get sickly, and it's just a matter of time, and you don't really want them to suffer for too long. I think that Matt probably called Andy in to make sure that Doug went out on a good day, so to speak, that he didn't have to suffer anymore, because it was obviously not going to get better. I saw people in the comment section occasionally saying, oh, maybe we should drain the tumor, but Matt had already explained that that could lead the tumor to bleed more, which would then only make things worse. And on top of that, if you have a dog that's already quite old and suffering from some illness, you don't really want to put them on the operating table anymore, because it's very likely that would only lead to more trouble and potentially you'd either die on the operating table or shortly after, and then the last few hours / days of his life would just be really painful and uncomfortable. You don't really want that either. So, and eventually a choice has to be made, so that's really sad, but it has to happen. So that's really sad and inevitable. So I was thinking if I wanted to make a compilation video of Doug clips like I did with Stripper and Magoo, but I think everybody kind of wants to remember Doug in their own way, and I don't really want to push my idea of what Doug did for the Duck Adventure on other people, so I think I'll just leave that. Now we have to wait and see what happens next at the 50 Ducks Adventure. Matt is trying to get to Venezuela. I'm at the grocery store parking lot, so I'm going to go inside. I'm hoping to see you next week during one of our streams. So I want to say thanks for watching for now. Make sure to stay happy, healthy, and safe and all that, and I'll see you next time.